guessing this is probably my normal speaking voice, probably sit around here for most of the afternoon. Hopefully the kids aren't being picked up on the microphone, and hopefully they don't come up here during the game.
Attention everyone, can the owners of the following motor vehicles use your park at the front gates? Can you please move your vehicles because they're blocking the way? Registration YOV01B, that's YOV01B, and registration YGK96, YGK960. Why move your vehicle please? We have some vehicles that are coming in. The deliveries on these are very clear. Thank you.
turn around, so you guys can see him.
We get all the children, we'll be walking out with the players, and
so that's the order
down to the southern end, the ambulance break please, all the kids will be walking out on the field for the balloon release, down to the southern end of the ambulance break, thank you.
So when you make reference to that, just say it in this language, it's called Kochana. Can you read it? Kochana?
Okay.
C-K-O-C-A-N-A.
Yeah, I was going to ask the proper pronunciation.
Yeah, it's pretty Kochana is the Greek way of pronouncing it. Kochana is the name. And it's all good to say.
Yeah.
So it is the same name, if you mean it. Yeah. For the football. And that is the formalities. So after which we lose the draw, you guys will put inside the contest. If there's any field left over in Greeks,
Thank you.
We'd like to thank all of our major partners here at Rockdale Ilinden for the support of our club. A major partner, NPL stands for Community Reliability. Our gold partners, PCFS Logistics for your freight forwarding needs. Simito Partners, Taxation and Advisory Services. Marco Polo Foods, fine foods from across the sea. The Glad Group, Vino's Dolce Vita Fine Tools, NPL Customs and Compliance. And our silver sponsors, Bang & Simmons and George. Sydney Wine Building Supplies, SCRAS Property Group, Sydney Civil, Della Transport, EMC Civil, Superboom Australia, BNP Law Solicitors and Services, Resolve Equipment Warehouse, City Group, Ken Constructions, Chemist Hub,
halfway up, a big five.
Unbreakable Cuts, Bay Street Wine on the Sands, the Ritz Group Specialist Contracting, Nishi Sushi Bar Restaurants, Zoomwave Constructions, Audrey Australia, Level 33, Vortex Property Group, East to West Plan Services, B&B Bricklaying, Garcia Scaffolding, HD Wheels, Broad Air, William Roberts Lawyers, BA Architecture, Tempe Tyres, Chinese Cocktails and Back Row West, Call Services, Direct Inject, Mar Consulting, Fruit Easy, Auger Cranes, and all of our club suppliers, Kingsford Smith Transport Buses, ABS Audio Visual, and our 2025 apparel partner, Stunner Australia. Once again, can we please have the owner of a red Hyundai, registration plate YGK96R, can you please move your vehicle, otherwise it will be towed away. That's a red Hyundai YGK96R, can you please move your vehicle, thank you. Once again, we have all the young kids who want to walk out with the balloons down to the southern end, to the ambulance bay. Any young kids who want to walk out onto the field for the balloon release, down to the southern end of the field. Make your way to the ambulance bay now, thank you.
plays Chabal and Prendergast. Blacktown. Which is very surprising. Because usually when plays go back to the sport. Oh no, he's definitely. When next time? So the battle close enough. Good evening and welcome to the Ilinden Sports Centre for prime time Saturday night football. A great crowd here for a good cause, and they'll be watching two of the most entertaining sides in the competition. Rockdale Ilinden have seen plenty of late theatrics in their games this year. As for Blacktown, they're one of the form sides of the competition and have had plenty of success finding the back of the net recently. It's Rockdale Ilinden hosting Blacktown City live on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. Will Constantinidis with you here in Ilinden. And it's been a great turnout here today. All proceeds from today's game going towards the victims of an unfortunate tragedy in a nightclub in Kočani, Macedonia. And you'll see the kids walking out with the players, with the balloons. I'll explain more about the significance of that in just a moment, but we're about to have a minute's silence.
Remembrance for those who have left us. May they rest in peace. Bog Vicky Crosby.
So you see the kids that walked out with the players, they were holding 59 balloons which have been released into the sky, which represents the number of people that passed away in that tragic accident in Kočani. The club has actually been fundraising throughout today, and all proceeds, including gate, food and drinks, go towards that. They also have a link on the Rockdale social media pages which you can donate directly through if you're not at the game here today. And I've also been told the club has raised $30,000 just from donations so far, which is a fantastic effort, and that's before the gate and food and drinks from today. So a great job by everyone at Rockdale and the broader Rockdale Ilinden community, just showing the power of bringing people together through football, and plenty of thoughts go out to the families of the victims and the people that were injured as well in that tragic accident. So I'll take you now to the team news of Rockdale Ilinden, starting first with Pani Nikas' side. They come into this one off the back of a dramatic 3-2 win here last week in the match of the round against the Sutherland Sharks. It was technically an away game, even though it was played right here. Alec Udashevsky's brace, along with Brendan Chalakian's goal, fired them into their first win at this venue in 2025. And they make two changes to the side that played in round 6, with Blake Rasciuto coming off the bench last week. He's now in the starting 11. 17-year-old Jordan Grorowski makes his first start of the season in first grade as well. They will replace Ollie Pufflet and Matthew Karamalevsky. The full starting 11 for Ilinden is goalkeeper Nicholas Soros. Number 2 is Hunter Elliott. 4, James Nikolowski. 5, George Esperanza. 6 is Isaac Dunzo. 7, the captain, Alec Udashevsky. 10, Brendan Chalakian. 11, Lockie Constable. 17 is Bray Ovens. 18 is Jordan Grorowski. 22 is Blake Rasciuto. As for Blacktown City, they're red hot at the moment, and they were somewhat cooled off at home in a draw against Olympic in round 6. Before that, though, they won 3 straight as Mark Crittenden looks to get his boys going during this early part of the season for what they hope will be another trip back to the finals and beyond. Just the one change from the side that drew 2-2 to Olympic. Danny Choi drops to the bench after starting. Travis Major returns to the starting 11 in his place after missing last week's game. Their full starting 11 in goal is Caden Henderson, who's been impressive so far as the youngster. Number 3 is Jared McKinley. 5, Grant Lynch. 6 is Adam Berry. 7, the captain, Travis Major. 8 is Jack O'Brien. 9, Keanu Moore. 10 is Maxim Yej. 16 is Ben Berry. 18 is Nick O'Brien. And number 23 is Jacob Kresnar. So with all the team news out of the way, the only thing that remains left for us to do is get you through this kickoff as Ilinden get us underway today. Our referee in the centre tonight is Kurt Ams. As Major looks to get Blacktown City on the front foot here, has Jack O'Brien in support, looks to dink that ball in behind to Moore. O'Brien twists and shoots, and that'll cause no stress to Nick Soros in goal. And so a bright start already by Blacktown City, a side that has scored 12 goals in their last 4 games. So they are no strangers to finding the back of the net so far. They had a bit of a rough start to the season in their first 2 games, Blacktown City. There's been a couple of losses in the off-season, a couple of new players coming in, and a change of system from Mark Crittenden as well, going to the back 5. There's a bit of confusion as to whether that's a handball or whether it's out for a throw. It is going to be a handball. And the ball being possessed. Oh, well, it wasn't a handball, rather. Was it? There's confusion. It was a handball. And after all that, Rockdale have the ball going forward once again. Here is Elliott. Blacktown back in there. Back 5 again tonight. We spoke about it just then. It's been interestingly defensively for Blacktown City this season. Just the one clean sheet, which was in round 5 against St. George City away. It was a very successful game from their perspective. They played very well, got Mitch Malia and Danny Choi on the score sheet. And that would have filled them with confidence that this new defensive system can work. Tough task of trying to hold Rockdale at bay. Rockdale themselves no strangers to scoring plenty of goals, even if it has been dramatic late comebacks. They've caused plenty of stress for their fans. They've shown out tonight in good numbers. These 2 teams have played some fantastic games in recent memory. They battle for supremacy in midfield. Adam Berry just nipping in. There's a bit of space here for Lockie Constable. Speranza driving forward. The ball comes in. It's headed away by Lynch. Dunzo puts it back in for Udashevsky. The flag has stayed down, and Alec Udashevsky adds another for 2025. Make that 7 goals in 7 games for the Baker. Just plenty of confusion there for the Blacktown City defence. They felt that Udashevsky might have been offside, but taking a look back on the replay, that is a stupendous finish from Alec Udashevsky. At full stretch, he just got a toe on the ball there. A great pass into him, but I think it was Isaac Dunzo. He just peeled off the shoulder, tipped it over Caden Henderson. And that is why he is simply the greatest goal scorer that the state competition has seen in the modern era. When you look at the amount of goals he has scored, he's up to 136 now. That has him 5th all-time in the top flight of New South Wales competitions. The players that he is rivaling are some of the all-time greats, and it goes back a long way. He's now only 9 behind Steve Karavatakis, who has 145. The all-time leader is Herbert Ninaus with 162, who was playing for Sydney FC Prague back in the 1960s. So we are going deep into the history of this competition when we're talking about the company that Alec Udashevsky sits in. And Blacktown City have a long throw here to try and work something from. Goes in deep, but it's not particularly troublesome for Speranza. And Udashevsky has scored most of his goals late this season, actually. He did score early before, but he's like Ilinden, been so reliant on late goals this season. Before today, 8 of their goals have been after the 70th minute mark, which is 75% of their goals this season have come in the last 20 minutes of games. And they'll hope to make it a bit less stressful for their fans, and they're already doing a pretty good job so far. Blacktown City need to respond here. Now there's again more confusion over this throw. It's not for the first time we've had a bit of delay. There's a bit of talking to from Kurt Ams here. Is Alec Udashevsky around? Is that one sent over the roof or onto the roof of the Ilinden club? And so after scoring 5 minutes in last week, Ilinden have the lead inside 3 minutes. And Speranza can't quite keep that in, but Ilinden are looking threatening early. Lynch drops it to Yej. That's the back of Kresnar's heel, and Ilinden keep the pressure going. Constable has left it for Hunter Elliott. Chalakian tries to flick it around the corner of Lynch. And now they'll try and get out of their own corner here, Blacktown City. Jack O'Brien, physical in hold up. Moore, he's well tackled by Nikolovsky. Major tries to play with his back to goal. O'Brien couldn't link up with him there. O'Brien loses out. Chalakian looks to turn, just plays safety with Elliott instead, and Elliott has gone down the line here. Gorowski tried to put it centrally, intended for Chalakian, but Blacktown see their way out of trouble, and it's back and forth in midfield. And Chalakian just dragging back Nick O'Brien there. And Blacktown can get the ball to feet once more and try and get a bit of momentum. Both their sides amongst the top scorers in the competition. Blacktown City coming into this one is the 4th highest in terms of goals scored. They have 13 in their first 6 matches. And 12 of those have actually been in their last 4. Kresno, great touch to get there initially, beats Hunter Elliott. And a good pass forward. Jack O'Brien has Major in support, looks to clip it to him at the back stick. He does find him. Here's more. Great save by Saurus. That is fantastic fluid football from Blacktown City, but it's equally great goalkeeping from Nick Saurus there at full stretch down to his left. Blacktown City will be hoping for more of the same, trying to get their rhythm in this game. Nick O'Brien. Ben Berry goes down the line, and Jack O'Brien had just drifted offside there. Of course, this is one of 3 games going on right now in the NPL New South Wales men's competition. RPL Leichhardt, they are leading 3-0 against the Wanderers. That game's 40 minutes in. And Sydney FC have a 2-0 lead away to Sydney Olympic. That's a massive result for the Young Academy side, looking to break their drought in front of goal as well. They've already had plenty of fast action here as well. And as Kresnar plays in Yej, Blacktown City will try and build out from the back here. They've done well to bounce back from conceding early. They've had their foot on the ball plenty of times. A good chance just before as well. Kresnar. Has to be a full stretch. He couldn't quite keep it in though. Ilinden looking for options here. Hunter Elliott tasked with the throw. Goes in short. Great footwork by Lockie Constable, but just ran out of room. It'll stay with Blacktown though. Ilinden thought it was their ball. O'Brien uses Yej down the line. Battle with Hunter Elliott. He gets the cross in though, but the flag is up from the assistant on the far side. And we'll need a new ball by the looks of things. Nick Soros calling for another one as it comes in from the grandstand over on that far side. And so Ilinden, who have failed to score first in their first 5 games, rounds 1 to 5 they trailed. They scored early last week inside 3 minutes against Sutherland and scored early again here today. So that'll please the coaching staff, Pani Nikas and Paul D, showing that the adjustments they're making are working at getting their side into good positions early. And despite the fact that they scored early last week, they've actually been in a trailing position in each of their first 6 games. They'll look to break that drought against Blacktown City here tonight. So far so good, 10 minutes gone. Thoughts of adding a second potentially here as Kurt Ams blows for the whistle. A foul on Giorgio Speranza. Chalakian stands over this one. Plenty of numbers to aim for in the box. As Ilinden get the tall timber forward. Chalakian delivers to the near post. Comes up top for Constable, who goes the shot. Headed up, and Caden Henderson will try and keep this one in. And he's done well to prevent a corner there. And the City can think about getting forward on the attack. Here's Lynch. Yej on the turn. Kresnar getting forward again in that left wing back position. Curving ball in. Richudo gets in the way though. Nikolovsky. Up goes Gorowski. Kresnar, the flag has stayed down. It's to ride the challenge. A clean tackle from Nikolovsky. He got enough of the ball, set Kurt Ams. It's been end-to-end football really. Adam Berry goes up in midfield. Moore tried to move forward again, and now Ilinden can get forward on the counter. This is where they can be dangerous. As Lynch goes in strongly, advantage played. Speranza has it at his feet. Another good ball in. This time it's a bit too heavy. Udaszewski tries to track it down, but it all ends in a goal kick. Bray Ovens on that far side. He's putting a couple of dangerous balls now. He's had a great start to the season, has Bray Ovens. He's a youngster coming in. It's so hard to play well when you join and step up into a bigger role. And the 21-year-old has done exceptionally so far. He's only started 2 games, but off the bench he's been great. Got the start last week. For the first time this season in first grade. He started in the 20s too. As Major, he was close to beating Soros to that, but 2 players that have been in this competition for a while. Soros and Travis Major have seen plenty of each other down the years, and they share a friendly handshake, no harm in that challenge. Dunzo with Chalakian. This is great football out to Constable. Return pass to Chalakian. Plays the angles. Constable, just a bit too much on that one. Was maybe in 2 minds of a shot or across there. Lockie Constable. Both these sides do currently sit inside the top 6. Ilinden in 5th. Blacktown City in 4th. It's too early to really make all that much of ladder position at this stage. both these sides have really emerged as strong contenders for the finals, as was expected really in pre-season. First time pass from Constable, and it's a great pull by Dunzo to play through the midfield, but Chalakian's intentions were good, but couldn't execute the pass as Lynch tries to play it off Gorowski, but the youngster got out of the way. And then the 17-year-old making his first start of the season. So far looks right at home in this Rockdale Ilinden front three. Challenged by Kresna, it'll stay out just for a throw though. Paul D barking out instructions to Hunter Elliott. He wanted him to go quicker as Chalakian tries to turn the corner. Physical battle with Adam Berry. Now he gets the cross in, but that's drifted out of play. Now Blacktown have to play their way out here. Ilinden have come into the game a bit more the last 5 minutes. They're still in front, but after the goal, Blacktown City had almost woken up a little bit and had a bit more of the ball as Major has played it. Jared McKinley. Strong challenge by Nikolovsky, not for the first time tonight at that. As Major's dropped back to cover McKinley, who got forward. Lynch. Kresna. Early cross this time, had to be quick, the challenge was coming. Gorowski couldn't quite keep it in, and again, both sides have not had extensive spells of slow build-up. They've both been looking to go fast and go quickly. And Blacktown City, especially on the counter this season, have been so deadly. And we know how good Ilinden can be in attack as well. It's really set to be a high-scoring game by my predictions. And already we had a goal inside 3 minutes, so we're tracking well. As Kresna launches one in, it's come back out to Berry on the edge of the area. Lynch and Udashevsky will battle for it. Lynch, the better man on that occasion. McKinley goes all the way back to his keeper, Henderson. Nick O'Brien. Early pass forward to Kresna, who keeps the ball despite the pressure. Blacktown. Taking it forward with Lynch. Plays it over Chalakian. Ilinden so far have looked well set defensively. They'll be difficult to break down as Rachuda gets on the end of that loose touch, but they would have wanted to make more of that turnover there, Ilinden. It'd be interesting to see whether they do sit in a bit, Ilinden. I don't take them for a side that do that, and they don't usually. They've scored plenty of goals in recent weeks. 3 goals last week against Sutherland. A goal the week before, a late one from Alec Udashevsky to steal the draw. And then 3 goals the week prior at Popondetta Park against Mount Druitt. So that's 7 in their last 3. As mentioned, 2 of the highest scoring sides in this competition. And when you look at their attacks and the players they have, there's plenty of reliable goal scoring options between them. Alec Udashevsky, last 2 years Golden Boot winner. As mentioned, the 5th all-time scorer in the top flight of New South Wales competition. And then you look over on the Blacktown end, you have Travis Major, who's always popping up with a goal, and even on the bench really for Blacktown City. You have Mitch Malia and Danny Choi, whose success in this competition is well documented, and they've scored plenty off the bench as well, so something to consider maybe in the second half. But for now, those City are on the attack. Kresna. Adam Berry lining up for the cross. It had good shape to it, but Rachudo is there. Just one clean sheet between these sides in their first 6 rounds, and that was the way of Blacktown City against St. George City a couple of weeks back. So defensively, they're still looking for their rhythm. Elliott. good ball forward. It was intended for Udashevsky, who's got on the end of that one. No foul was coming. And the whistle eventually blows. Didn't quite catch it, but Kodam's just whistling for the foul there on Alec Udashevsky. A bit of a nudge in the back of Nick O'Brien. A great save in any case by Caden Henderson. And Udashevsky is in some discussions with Kurt Ams. Keanu Moore has put Kresnar under a lot of pressure with that pass. Kresnar did well to keep it in, but it's only to the benefit of Ilinden as they get another attack going. Dunzo into the feed of Gorowski. And he was under plenty of pressure. He would have done well to get a shot on target from that position. Score update from Lambert Park. Up here, up 4-1 at half-time. Sydney Olympic down 2-0 against Sydney FC at home at Belmore as well. So some eye-catching results both ways. Major. The battle with Richudo. Major looks to go quick, and O'Brien was trying to get the other side of Nikolovsky. Nikolovsky has been as solid as ever. Continues his run of starting every game this season. 7 appearances, 7 starts for the 23-year-old central defender. Has a goal to his name as well against St. George City back in round 1. Major. Moore. McKinley drifted offside, and that was right in front of the official. An easy call out on that far side of the pitch. Gorowski has gotten the other side of Kresnar here. Udashevsky arriving late. And it's going to be a goal kick. And there was definitely a couple of touches each way. I think Gorowski, he got the other side of Kresnar. Because of that, it might have inadvertently touched him as Kresnar made the challenge. Nevertheless, Ilinden have the ball again. There's been a couple of times now Blacktown have given away possession in midfield. Blacktown have certainly had more of the ball, but Ilinden have looked dangerous for chances, and Major's gone offside there. That was awfully close from an Ilinden perspective. Maybe a bit closer than they would have liked setting that offside trap. And when you play that risk, it's always a danger when you have an experienced attacker like Travis Major. Nevertheless, it paid off on that occasion. And Blacktown City have got the ball again. Now Major checks his run. He is offside though. The flag has stayed down. No, it's gone up again. And Travis Major finds himself in an offside position for the second time in as many minutes. Thought he might have just done enough there, Travis Major, but Ilinden well set. This is a experienced defence they have with a couple of young players in there as well. Blake Richudo and Giorgio Speranza on that left side, the experienced heads. On the right side when you have Nikolovsky and Hunter Elliott. Just as good in quality, despite their relative youth. Dunzo. Elliott. And Chalakian just overhit that one. They were trying to play the triangles out to Gorowski. Kresnar launches it for Major, has Nikolovsky on his back, and enough contact in there for Kurt Ams to whistle for a foul. And so Blacktown City will march their way back up. So just under 25 minutes gone here at the Ilinden Sports Centre. It is still Rockdale Ilinden leading. If you joined us late, was Alek Udashevsky inside 3 minutes who gave them the lead. Fantastic pass by Major to play Kresnar, and they're queuing up. It was Jack O'Brien at the near post. Kresnar will have another go at it. It's off the back of Gorowski, and Nikolovsky sees away from danger, and as far as Major. McKinley. O'Brien. Can't give it away, but they get it back quickly. Berry moving it on for McKinley. Those two try and link up, but it's broken up. Now Constable has his head up and can keep the ball moving to this right side. Gorowski will have to track back for it in a foot race with Kresnar. In the end, neither gets to it, and that's much to the liking of City with the throw. Lynch. Yej. Major. There's a bit of room to work with through the legs of Elliott. Jack O'Brien. And Nikolovsky, that is another solid challenge from the young central defender. Already making his presence known here against a great attacking outfit. As Jack O'Brien has whistled for the handball there. And some extended discussions with Kurt Ams about it. Chalakian wins it in the air, knocks it down for Udashevsky as those two look to combine, and Chalakian, one of the shorter players on the pitch, wasn't able to get the bounce, but he did get the ball to feet. Constable. Udashevsky on the edge of the area. Thought about shooting. Has moved it on for Ovens. Speranza overlaps him. Speranza inside, intended for Udashevsky. Seen away by Blacktown. Speranza again. Looks to get the other side of McKinley. It took a deflection. And that ultimately took it into the arms of Caden Henderson. O'Brien has checked his run. The flag has stayed down here for Blacktown. And Jack O'Brien is going to have to work from a tight angle here. A great challenge on the recovery by Blake Ricciuto. Had to be absolutely perfect. And he couldn't have done it much better than that there. He was trailing Jack O'Brien by some distance, and O'Brien just had to hold up and wait for Keanu Moore and more Blacktown City players to come in. Chalakian. Seeming to try to play the way out here, but Blacktown City have the numbers forward and win it back. And they'll get the throw. Major. Another battle with Ricciuto. And that'll be a Ilinden corner. Ilinden goal kick, sorry. Ilinden ball, it is a goal kick. And so Illinden's defense has been well set, even when they have given up possession inside their own half. Blacktown have struggled for chances. It was really that shot from the edge of the area, which was well saved by Saurus. That's been Blacktown City's best chance so far, but other than that, there hasn't been too much for them to choose from. McKinley. Major is offside again, the third time inside half an hour that this Ilinden defence has caught Travis Major out. And so far they've really held well, this Ilinden line. It can be so difficult to get right, not just once, but consistently over the course of a game. And so far they're doing a great job at managing this line. Ilinden playing forward again in the hunt for a second goal to extend their lead. A crunching challenge on Udashevsky, I believe, and he's still on the deck here, the Ilinden striker. There was enough of the ball in it, though. Speranza. Evans on that far side, can't keep it at his feet, and Major looks around and doesn't see much with him and has to go back to his defensive line here. Henderson. And Blacktown City finding it hard at times, and now the press is coming, but Borowski will have to make that recovery run backwards, and Blacktown can keep playing here. Beating that first line of the press so far. Henderson is forced long though. Richudo and Major. And it's great work by Blake Richudo, just getting the other side of Major, forcing him to put that outstretched boot out. Ovens, I'm just sticking out there, can't have too many complaints, and he knows it. And for Ilinden, they're yet to win here as the home team. They have won here this season. It was last week against Sutherland. They were technically the away team despite the venue. A late change at the game had to get moved away from Shark Park. And Sutherland, it's not too far away for them to get here. This is a pitch that sees a lot of traffic throughout the year. There were 3 teams playing here last season, St. George FC, before they moved to Barton Park this year. Sydney FC and Ilinden also called this pitch home in 2024. Sydney FC back here, of course, as Ovens races away down the left, has Borowski in the middle, but that's well blocked, and even better by Nick O'Brien to stop that one from going out for a corner. And his team can keep the ball moving with more. As Yej waits for Kresnar to join him on the left side. Kresnar launched it forward and looked back towards the bench in confusion. Elliott. Constable and Dunzo. You see Speranza moving forward into midfield. He's picked up an inverted position here. Udaszewski tries to play with him, and that might just reach him had it not been for the late intervention of Jared McKinley. And McKinley has won his side a foul just ahead of the goal line. So far, it's been quiet these last 15 minutes for Nick Soros in goal. Caden Henderson has seen a bit of action, but it's mostly been ball to feet. And Henderson tried to move it forward right in front of where the Ilinden supporters are. The louder section of the Ilinden Sports Centre down away in that corner. And they loved seeing Alec Udaszewski get on the score sheet for his 136th goal in this competition. 7 on 7 in the season is still an astounding rate. 31 goals in 30 regular season games last year for Alec Udaszewski, and right now he's just about matching his pace. In fact, he's actually ahead of where he was last year. Had 5 goals in the first 6 rounds in 2024. He had 6 in 6 in 2025. 30-year-old, he is simply unstoppable. Yej. Kresnar. Moore. Tries to sandwich his way through a couple of Ilinden defenders, and Hunter Elliott dangled out a leg. Keanu Moore has won his side a foul here. This is a great position for a free kick. You can think about whipping this in either right-footed or left. It looks like it'll be that right-footed swinging delivery towards the keeper from Adam Berry. How can Blacktown respond? There's just over 10 minutes of regulation time in this first half. Kurt Am's just making sure everything's above board with this free kick, as there's a bit of movement already inside the penalty area. Adam Berry to deliver. You can see Travis Major, Grant Lynch all getting in the mix there. Ben Berry. In it comes, it's well cleared. So Adam Berry with the free kick, and now Adam Berry has to get back. Borowski racing away, he has the pace. Can he get around McKinley? Tries to bring it back on that left foot, but Gary was there. And Udashevsky does well. Some good pressure there to win his side a throw, and he's in a hurry. Udashevsky with the long throw. It's a great one too. And it's put back into the mix. Elliott goes down in the box. And Kurt Ames with no hesitation. And that is all down to the perseverance of Rockdale Ilinden with their press. Not giving up on the play. Credit the youngster Jordan Gorowski, who got forward on the counter, and then when he was defended, it was Alek Udashevsky who kept pressing, won his side the throw, went quickly on the throw, and then the scraps fell to Hunter Elliott, the right back, getting forward. And an easy decision for Kurt Ames. And now Alek Udashevsky will have his chance from the penalty spot. And there's a bit of discussion here, because Alek Udashevsky has set up deep for his run-up. And the Blacktown players, well, they're entitled to stand around the edge of the area. As Udashevsky looks to make it goal number 8 inside 7 rounds. He has the young keeper, Caden Henderson, in his way. You can see the Blacktown players just crowding Udashevsky, trying to put him off as much as they can. As Ilinden look to go 2 up before the break. Here is Udashevsky. Straight down the middle. A brace for Udashevsky. He fires the bow and arrow to the supporters. And he is as red hot as he has ever been these last 3 years. Continuing his goal a game track record. He's already eclipsed that now. 8 goals in 7. It is just simply mind-blowing. He always finds a way, whether it's from the spot or from open play. He moves to 137 goals in this competition. I dare say before this season is up, he might be 3rd all-time, potentially 2nd. And with his track record, give it a couple of seasons and he will be the highest all-time. Blacktown City, they've not been out of this game really, but it's just been difficult to create good chances against this Ilinden defence. And Ilinden have been so clinical down the other end. Whenever they do get forward, they look so good. And that is a goal that'll please the Ilinden coaching staff. It'll go down as a penalty, but it was ultimately made by some perseverance with the press. Just a willingness to keep causing problems to their opposition as Moore is tripped up and then had thoughts of another counter. It was a day that is marked really by a somber occasion. Great viewing for the Ilinden fans. They've shown out in good numbers for their team and for their community tonight. Someone revving up in the car park, probably enjoying the game in their own special way, I guess. No doubt our effects mic is probably picking that one up. It's actually a series of motorbikes that have made their way over as we get back to the action. See the motorbikes have just arrived down on that left side there. Looks like Udashevsky's actually down on his feet here. Might have had the wind knocked out of him, holding his back a little bit. Of course, Udashevsky had his injury niggles throughout the season last year. Towards the back end as well, he's a player that is no stranger to getting some extra physical treatment from defenders, and over the course of a 30-game season, plus finals, plus cup games, it does wear down. We have plenty of options on the bench as well. We'll quickly run you through both benches while we have a break. It's Moody Najjar, Jason Kukovsky, Roman Mulgrew is the backup goalkeeper. You have Ollie Pufflet, Ali Orvar, and Matt Karamalewski. So all those players really are no stranger to first grade action, and plenty of attacking options there as well. Ali Orvar, Ollie Pufflet, and Moody Najar. That is big names to bring off the bench when you're looking for a goal. Blacktown City also have plenty of options as well. If they're looking for a goal, they have Marty Fernandez, Lockie Campbell, Danny Choi. No Mitch Malia today. Zach Bowling, Jacob Needy, and Dimo. Zilashevsky is told to leave this free kick. It'll be whipped in here by Bray Ovens, who's come all the way from the left wing out to the right to deliver. So they probably want his left foot here on this. Doesn't look like they'll be going short. They'll try and launch this one in with less than 5 minutes of regular time remaining. It's come in and it's almost gone all the way in, and it has been tapped in here. Blake Ricciuto will celebrate. He looked over at the assistant. The flag was up momentarily, and now there is going to be some extended chat here. The flag looked like it was going up. It went down. And now Kurt Ames is going to have a chat. It is a goal. It stands. And Blake Ricciuto adds the third for Ilinden. A dangerous ball whipped in by Bray Ovens. It wasn't dealt with.
The tribe has spoken, PD.
And I want to echo something that was very well said by a fan just below us. He set out to Paul D, who, if you haven't seen him on Channel 10 Survivor, go give it a watch. It's been great value this season. The fans below us just saying that the tribe has spoken, and the tribe of referees have awarded that a goal for Blake Ricciuto. Sliding into the back post. A good finish as well. Bray Ovens wasn't dealt with. It was Caden Henderson at full stretch. And that is the danger of that left-footed delivery, and no one went with Ricciuto. And Ricciuto's back in the starting 11, and he's back on the score sheet. That'll please Paul D and Pani Nikas greatly. Picks up his first goal of the season. A couple of goals last season as well from memory, so he can pop up with a goal. He's not the tallest of central defenders, Blake Ricciuto, but he finds a way. And when I say he's experienced in this competition, Blake Ricciuto, the 33-year-old, is looking as good as ever. As Ilinden in the hunt for their first clean sheet of the season. They're in a dominant position right now, and I think they might break this streak they're on of trailing in every game this season. Don't know what the second half holds quite just yet, but so far they're looking absolutely rampant. Now Gorowski, this is a similar position. He's gotten the other side here of Kresna. Gorowski on his first start of the season. Looking to put his name up in lights, the 17-year-old, but Kresna does well on the recovery challenge. Ilinden have another corner. Chalakian whips it in with that right foot. It's in a good area, and it's into the side netting, though. No one there to flick it on from a near angle. And Blacktown City have had no answer to this Ilinden attack tonight. As mentioned, they've had no trouble keeping the ball. It's just been about creating those chances and keeping the ball out of their own net, really, as Major has the pace to beat Ricciuto. Has gotten the other side of him here. Major into O'Brien. A fantastic save by Soros. The best chance Blacktown have had in this game. And that would have been a good one to get on the stroke of half-time. Try and get a bit of momentum back their way. And And there's 2 minutes of time added on as Ilinden looked to go forward, and Gorowski wasn't far away himself. This counter-attack is so deadly at the moment from Ilinden, and they leave it behind there for Yej. It's end-to-end stuff here in Rockdale. It's been an entertaining fixture. The home fans are no doubt loving what they're seeing. Jack O'Brien looking to make amends. Moore has Major out on his right. He goes down. It's going to be a foul. And Blacktown, I wonder if they'll feel aggrieved about that. You saw Major clipping a ball to the back post to Jack O'Brien. He didn't quite finish, but they'll get a free kick, and this is in prime real estate here. As Maxim Yej is standing over it. He has Jack O'Brien with him as well. Those two will debate this one. It's directly in line with that right post. Just over 20 yards out from goal. A big chance just a moment ago for Jack O'Brien. Yes, they've been dominated in this first half, but if they could jag one back before half-time, have the momentum into the break, only 2 goals down. Task certainly much easier than 3. As Nick Soros looks to get his wall absolutely right here. It'll have to be 4 in the wall plus another lying on the ground, sparing absolutely nothing here. O'Brien and Yej. It is O'Brien. He gets it over the wall and wasn't too far away. It was on the same side that Soros was, but ultimately flashed as wide of the goal. And that's half-time here at Ilinden Sports Centre. 2 goals to Alek Udashevsky, his 7th and 8th for 2025, before Blake Rashudo added another one off the free kick before the break. That means that Ilinden are up 3-0 here at home, looking for their first clean sheet of the season. And so far, they're doing exceptionally. Pani Nikas, the head coach of Ilinden, will be ecstatic with how things are going, as will the Ilinden fans. I've been Will Constantinidis with you for the first half. We'll see you back soon on the other side of this quick break.
Silver sponsors, Wayne Simmons St George, Sydney White Building Supplies, SCAS Property Group, Sydney Civil, Bella Transport, EMC Civil, Superboom Australia, B&P Law Solicitors and Barristers, River Oscar Catering Equipment from Sirius Chef, the City View Group, Kenny Constructions, Chemist Hub Rockdale, Unbreakable Cuts Bay Street right on the Sands, the Rich Group Specialist Contracting, Nishi Sushi Bar Restaurants, Zoom Wave Constructions, Audrey Australia, Level 33, Vortex Property Group, East to West Plain Services, Gracia Scaffolding, HT Wills Hurstville, Broad Air, William Roberts Lawyers, VA Architecture, Tempe Tyres, Tiny's Cocktails at Back Row West, Appcall Services, B&B Bricklaying, Direct Inject, Mark Consulting, Fruit Easy, Borger Cranes, and all of our club suppliers, KST Buses, ABA's Audio Visual, and our 2025 apparel partner, Stadium. We also want to thank all of our ground signage holders for the ongoing support of our club. Support those that support Rockdale Ilinden. It's also not too late to become a club member. You can simply scan the QR code. There's a couple of banners around the facility. Scan the QR code, become a member of the club, support the club, and get discounts on all your food purchases at the canteen. Just a reminder about some upcoming fixtures. Next Sunday we are taking the Buckingham White Tigers at Amber Park for a kickoffs, and next Sunday we are waiting for the Buckingham White Amber Park for a kickoff. Our next home game is Sunday, 6 April. Here is on Spirit FC competition leaders, Rockdale Ilinden and Spirit FC. Sunday, 6th of April, 3 p.m. kickoff, and then also traditional German Sunday kickoff. Hopefully you can all make that and join us for that game. also a reminder for those people that are queuing at the central canteen, we have other canteens available. There's one at the southern end of the field down at the ambulance bay. So we have a second canteen down there. There's also a drinks canteen located at the northern hill underneath the canteen sign. So the line to along at the central canteen, please make your way to the other canteen. Food and drinks at the southern end of the field. And also there's a drinks canteen at the northern hill. Get all your refreshments there as well. Thank you. And all the children on the field of play, please make your way off the field as play will resume shortly. All the kids on the field, off the field of play, thank you, except for the ball boys. Thank you. Once again, all the children behind the southern goal off the field of play, please. Only ball boys are to remain on the field. Thank you.
Welcome back to the second half of football here at the Ilinden Sports Centre. A very entertaining first half with Ilinden putting on a show for their fans who have shown out in good numbers here tonight. 2 goals to Alec Gudashevsky, another to Blake Ricciuto. As Paul D and Pani Nikas very happy with how things are going. as they look to make it back-to-back wins for the first time this season. Blacktown, meanwhile, are staring down the potential of really their unbeaten streak going bust. They're currently 4 games unbeaten. A draw and 3 wins makes it 10 points from their last 12, which has seen them shoot right up the ladder after a bit of a concerning start to the season. And some of those defensive worries that they've had throughout this season have reared their head again tonight, conceding 3 goals for the first time since round 4. And that was a home game against Apia. They also conceded 4 at home in Spirit in round 2. And it's 3 here tonight against Rockdale. They have a mountain to climb here against a team that looks in good form. As they've made 1 change at the break with Danny Choi coming on. We'll get confirmation of who he replaced. Might actually be 2 changes, but we'll get to all the catching up in a moment. Marty Fernandez is out there as well, so it's a double change. And it actually looks like they've switched out to a back 4 here, Blacktown City. Grant Lynch is over on that left side, almost playing as a left winger. He was actually in the heart of defence as a left centre back. See whether he's more of a left wing back or a left winger would be certainly eye-catching for someone we're more used to seeing at the back. As Gorowski has gotten the other side of his defender. The youngster looked good in the first half, and that's a clean challenge to deny him as Lynch gets back. Good turn to find Major, and now the numbers can start dashing forward. Jack O'Brien. Danny Choi is with him, and he stayed on side here. And didn't want to take the risk in case the flag went up, and Rachudo does well to prevent the corner. So the 2 men off for Blacktown. Maxim Yej is no longer out there by the looks of things. Still trying to get confirmation of who the other man off is. And that's a frustrating one there for Blacktown. McKinley just not getting back from an offside position. Does look like Jacob Kresnar was the other man subbed off, and that is what has prompted a bit of the reshuffle. It still does look like a back 5 from Blacktown City. It'll just be that Lynch and McKinley will be extra attacking now that they are chasing this 3-0 deficit. Marty Fernandez has gone into midfield. Here he is on the ball. He looked good last week. Popped up with a goal against Sydney Olympic. Danny Choi has been no stranger to getting on the score sheet as well. He has 3 goals to his name. Choi. McKinley launching it forward for Jack O'Brien. Had a defender on him though, as Marty Fernandez tries to bustle his way through midfield. It's actually been a triple change by Blacktown. Lockie Campbell is out there as well, centre back. That is fantastic defensive work by young Hunter Elliott there. The 22-year-old, former Manly defender in his 2nd season at Rockdale. Just the 10 starts last season for Elliott, but he's kicked off this season well, makes his 4th start in 5 games that he's appeared in 2025, so he'll certainly eclipse the appearance count he made last season in terms of starts. Choi. Too many red and black shirts in his way as Udashevsky left a foot out on Ben Berry. And now Lockie Campbell will go forward, as will Ben Berry. Adam Berry will whip this one in. Play continues, and that copped Gorowski right on the head there. The referee might have to stop play just to make sure the youngster's all right. He's really given it everything tonight, Jordan Gorowski. In his first start for first grade, he's really throwing himself about. Major tries to go through midfield, locks the ball into Choi. Ben Berry, Major, intended for McKinley, but it's deflected away by Speranza. Chalakian, first time pass, and Udashevsky is over the top here. A good pass forward as well, but Udashevsky adamant he was onside there, but flag is up. They look so dangerous when they burst forward right now, Ilinden. As soon as they win the ball back, they are immediately looking to turn Blacktown around down the other end. Not content with just 3. Lovely from Chalakian. Good skill to win the foul there by the experienced number 10. Burdens a lot of the creative burden for this Ilinden side, but he does it with such poise. Dunzo. Constable. Turn to get away from his man. Now Speranza shapes for the cross, disguises it for a pass instead, but Bray Ovens wasn't quite on the same wavelength as his fullback there. Choi is offside. Another offside for Blacktown City. It's been a real feature of this Ilinden defence, this high line. As Kurt Ames gets everything in order with the throw, we go back once again. It's gone down as the assistant is almost hit by that one as it tried to curl back in as the ball was played down the line. Major. Machudo sends it back from whence it came, and now Udashevsky has the turn of speed. Beats out Lockie Campbell to the ball. Gorowski is waiting for him in the box. It's Udashevsky for the hat-trick. Side netting only. He's looking for his first hat-trick of 2025. You don't blame him for trying, considering the form he is in. And if there is one player that you are okay with shooting from a tight angle like that, it is Alec Udashevsky, as he tried to sneak it past Caden Henderson. He's just causing so much problem. So many problems, should I say. Up front, Lockie Campbell tried to lunge for the ball, but couldn't clear it away. As Chalakian puts it back into the mixer from the corner. It's straight onto where the keeper is. They keep the attack moving. Chalakian has stayed onside here. He's got back. Chalakian into the mixer. Back up for Nikolovsky. Gorowski is in the area trying to turn and shoot. And Chalakian was sniffing around, looking for a tap in. Constable receives it back off Chalakian. Great turn to beat his man and went in strongly again to keep it. And in the process, he's won his side a free kick. McKinley a bit too heavy with the touch there. Chalakian, this will be in a good position, just a bit deeper than a corner. Again, it's on Caden Henderson, but this time the youngster collects and goes quickly. Choi, ball just sat up briefly, which might have slowed down the counter, but Adam Berry still has it at his feet. Lynch. Campbell. Launches it out to Choi. And touch just evaded Choi there. And Choi, who's been really good off the bench. He started a couple games too, but that period between round 3 and round 5, he scored 3 goals in 3 games, including an 84th minute winner against Apia. Campbell played it on to Lynch. Fernandez tries to nip in there. The substitutes, Blacktown City found it difficult to get into the game as Nick O'Brien tries to play here. Here is Campbell. O'Brien. Let's go all the way back to Henderson. Won by Lynch in a forward area, but it'll stay with Rockdale. And out of the halftime break, they've done well to continue to create chances, Rockdale, but more importantly, they've kept Blacktown completely away from the attacking third for the most part. Rolls out of play. Of course, Ilinden still yet to go to the bench despite Blacktown making a triple change. Penny Nikas enjoying what he's seeing from his charges. Blacktown just looking for any sort of momentum up front. It's been difficult in the second half in particular. They had a big chance before the break, a good free kick as well. And how different this second half might have looked if it was only a 2-goal deficit and Blacktown had scored, swinging momentum back their way. And this might be the first comfortable win that Ilinden have this season if it stays this way. Both their wins, or all 3 of their wins, should I say, this season have been only by 1-goal margins. And in each of those 3 wins, they have trailed. Berry. Gorowski on his back. Now McKinley. Thought about the cross, decided against it. Looks to link up with Choi, but it was just a step away from him as Rachudo has Chalakian. And now Gorowski continues his run forward, but Blacktown defense holding strong in the second half. Looking a bit better, but they've still given up some chances. In need of a goal quickly. If they are to get a point or potentially even more from this game, who knows what it has in store for us. Both these teams are no strangers to high-scoring, thrilling affairs. There's a foul back against Chalakian. A bit overzealous on Ben Berry there. Berry. Choi has room to turn as Fernandez alongside him, and his touch was a bit heavy there, Danny Choi. Ovens keeps the ball moving to Chalakian, and now Udashevsky is given something to chase. Again, doesn't have much in the way of support, but he whips it in, hopefully. It's back out to Gorowski in his first start of the season. couldn't quite wrap his foot around it. But Ilinden's counter continues to look so impressive. And you'll see now on the halfway line the numbers 5 and 9 around the halfway line just to commemorate the passing of 59 people in that tragic accident as the crowd comes to their feet on the 59th minute. A reminder once again that all proceeds from today's game are going towards relief for those families and the injured involved in that accident. The club has done a fantastic job so far today. Again, a massive credit to the club organisers and the community for showing out. The ball's at the back post for McKinley. Here is Choi, or Fernandez should I say, tried to direct his header back goalwards. It was Choi who put the ball in. Be able to see those numbers on your screen now, the 5 and the 9. Just getting turned around. Lynch. Game goes on, it's become more and more frustrating for Blacktown. This Ilinden defence are well set, and when they do get forward, they are just always seemingly capitalising on Blacktown's lack of organisation when they do turn the ball over. As Blacktown commit numbers and look to try and find a way back into this game. Again, it exposes them to more risks down the other end. Major. Low driven cross to the edge. Jack O'Brien is there, turning, looking for a shooting angle or someone to pass to. Tries to get his way through a couple of Ilinden defenders, but again, they prevail. Choi has got the other side of the defence here, and the bounce just held up against him. Foul from Adam Berry on Chalakian. And Ilinden will just take this opportunity to slow things down, kill any momentum that Blacktown had, and get their players forward. Speranza tried to dance along the sideline. Just half a metre over there from the fullback. O'Brien and Dunzo tussling for the ball as O'Brien's pass intended forward as Ricciuto does well to keep it in there. Or the challenge for it as well as Chalakian. Good outside of the foot turn to play in Udashevsky. Lucky Campbell intercepting on that occasion, and now Major has to back down his man as well. Campbell getting Lynch something to chase, and that's a bit too far away for the Blacktown City left wing back. Kurt Ams has given Hunter Elliott the hurry up. Taking a look at the scores around the grounds, it is finished out at Lambert Park. Apia 6, Western Sydney Wanderers 1. So an emphatic result for Apia there. Finding a bit of form after drawing at home last week to St. George's. Oh, Udashevsky. Will he be whistled for the handball here? He hasn't been. Udashevsky looking for the hat-trick, getting it onto the left foot, and just couldn't get enough power behind it. And I thought for a second Kurt Ams had his whistle up to his mouth, as Udashevsky judged to have controlled the ball with his shoulder there. And now Blacktown City have ideas going down the other end. Choi looking centrally for O'Brien. It's fallen to Fernandez. Great save by Saurus. Probably the best save he's made in the second half. And he might have copped it on the head as well for his troubles. As Mark Crittenden goes to his bench to make his fourth substitution, it's going to be Jacob Manidi coming on. And he is replacing Jared McKinley. And Sydney FC also with a big upset over Sydney Olympic. 2-1 win at Belmore for the youngsters. A result they certainly needed. Blacktown have a corner. And Saurus is being treated here. In comes the corner. Campbell is there. And just flicked it back out towards Major. He was arriving late at the far post, but couldn't quite get a touch onto it. Chalakian. Ovens just looks back. Felt that his shirt was tugged, and it was. Kurt Ams just bringing the play back momentarily. Rajudo just being given the hurry up by Kurt Ams. Maniti. First involvement here for the substitute, looking for Choi up top, and Hunter Elliott sends that forward. It is tough challenge in the air. Udashevsky, a rare mistake from him up front in what has otherwise been another classic Alec Udashevsky performance at the Ilinden Sports Centre. He loves to play here in front of these fans. And that love is certainly reciprocated as O'Brien has drifted offside. I'm losing count of the amount of offsides that Ilinden have created with this high line. They're looking good for a clean sheet so far. Just need to hold out for another 20 minutes or so. Ovens knocks it down for Chalakian. Fernandez goes up in the air. Manidi tried throwing himself at the ball. It's still here with Bray Ovens. Speranza at the byline looking for the cross. It was a good one too, but it was cleared by Blacktown. Dunzo. Ovens. Sent away. Constable again has support in the middle with Constable. Berry turns, decided against going down the left. He goes towards the right. This time the flag is down for Jack O'Brien. Blacktown in need of a bit of inspiration. Lynch is at the back post. Great save by Saurus. Kept it away from danger as well, and the former Sydney Olympic man making the switch to Rockdale is having a great night between the sticks, looking for that first clean sheet of 2025. As Jack O'Brien tees it up for Major, and they're queuing up. Danny Choi was there, and somehow the ball has evaded the back of the net. Last-ditch defence from Rockdale to keep this clean sheet intact and keep out any potential of Blacktown mounting a comeback. And it all ends in a goal kick as well, which means they'll keep the ball. Choi out to Lynch. Has way too much on it, much to the delight of the Ilinden fans. Saurus. So after tonight's result, if this holds for Rockdale Ilinden, they'll go up to 14 points, which puts them in second position. They'll be sitting 5 points behind our leaders, still undefeated are the Spirit. A tight win last night against Manly United away. Marconi still to play tomorrow, of course, in our match of the round, the derby against Sydney United 58, the Fairfield derby, the original Sydney derby, whichever you want to call it. Promises to be a great fixture. Marconi will certainly back themselves given how they've been playing to start the season, and United have had their struggles as well. They got a big draw at home last week against Spirit. Or away, should I say, to Spirit. As Chalakian is held up by Berry. Chalakian wanted the card as things get going quickly from Rachudo. Out to Speranza. Here is Ovens. Gorowski is at the back post, and Ovens takes his man on. Looking to beat a second defender. Teeing it up for Chalakian. Good save, but it's parried out to Gorowski. The flag is immediately up, though, and that spoils the party for the youngster. He's probably deserved a goal, in all honesty, Jordan Gorowski. His tireless work in the front three has been noted, and now Udaszewski's offside as well. Much to the frustration of the Ilinden fans right behind the official. And now the substitution is coming. The first change of the game for Rockdale Ilinden. It's going to be Moody Najjar coming on. We'll see who he replaces. Looks like it is Jordan Gorowski. So a tough break for the youngster. Had his goal disallowed just a moment ago, but in his first start of the season, he's certainly impressed. And now Moody Najjar enters the fray. Plenty of attacking quality on his part as well to add into this team. So about 15 minutes to go of regulation time. We shouldn't have too much stoppage time. Blacktown have made changes, but made a triple change at halftime and hasn't been any goals in this one either. For these two teams next week, Blacktown host Manly United on Sunday afternoon. Meanwhile, for Rockdale Ilinden, they are away to RP also on Sunday afternoon. That'll be a fantastic game. Campbell intercepts that ball intended for Udaszewski. Major. Good ball in. O'Brien was up. Chalakian lost the ball, wanted the foul. The play continues here for Blacktown. Lynch lays it off. In comes the cross. It's towards Jack O'Brien, trying to turn and shoot. Speranza was in the way. Fernandez on the edge. Seen over the bar by Saurus. Now Saurus will just take a few more seconds off the clock. Blacktown City, they've had a few looks at it, but unable to make it count tonight. And after they looked like they were trending in the right direction, these last 4 games undefeated, 3 wins and a draw. When you think Blacktown had turned the corner, it's ultimately been a humbling given to them by the reigning premiers. For Rockdale, this will certainly inspire plenty of confidence that maybe they can go about their business like they were last season, where they were putting teams away. Their first stress-free result of the season looks like it's coming their way in round 7. As Choi looks to play in O'Brien, but it's got a bit too much on it. And that's ultimately summarised the night so far for Blacktown. They've got in good positions on plenty of occasions, but just the cutting edge and that final pass has been missing. And really, it's been uncharacteristically absent from their game tonight compared to where they've been these last few weeks. Dunzo. Lucky Campbell puts it back into the midfield, and now Fernandez can turn. Choi has Major with him. That's a strong challenge from Speranza. Constable looks up for Udashevsky. And Udashevsky involved with Manidi off the ball here. As Moody Najjar was looking to get him behind. As Manidi and Udashevsky just between them there were coming together off the ball. Again, Rockdale will be in no hurry here. Looking for their first clean sheet of the season as well. And certainly pleased the coaching staff. And a great morale booster as well to go back-to-back wins for the first time this season. Corner to come. Delivered, it's towards the 6-yard box. Nikolovsky will recover. The centre-back getting forward here is met by Lynch. And there's Constable in support, and now he'll just back it into the corner, and that should be an Ilinden throw. No, off the heel of Nikolovsky there. And he's told by Kurt Ams to get back. No cards tonight, so far anyway. Henderson. Maniti. Choi. Flag is down, but they shut down those passing angles as they have done all night. Rockdale Ilinden have made it so difficult for the visitors to progress through midfield. Buried. Elliott again. Take his time with the throw. 10 minutes left of regulation time here in Rockdale. As Ilinden looks set to go second on the ladder. Just the one loss on the season. This would be their 4th win. 4 wins, 2 draws and a loss. Fantastic outcome considering they have trailed in every game except this one. So to walk away with only 1 loss from 6 games where you were behind certainly speaks to the perseverance, as it looks like it might be raining a little bit, which is not the best news for us up here in our commentary position in the scaffold. Some holes in the roof above us. Looks like Matt Karamaleski is being prepared. Header goes over. Saurus had it covered all the way. So Matt Karamaleski will be coming on. He has a very interesting record against Blacktown City. Does Matt Karamaleski. Was at St. George City last season. Played against Blacktown City during the final series. Was sent off against Blacktown City in that same game. Was also sent off against Blacktown City in an early regular season game. So he has 2 red cards against his opponents here today. He's got 10 minutes to impress Paul D. He started last week, and he'll join Ollie Pufflet as not just a double but a triple substitute. Ali Orgler is also entering, so some fresh legs to see out this game as Karamaleski goes straight to the back in place of Nikolovsky, who's had a fantastic game in his own right. He's been a big reason behind this clean sheet. Ali Orgler also coming on in place of Alek Yurashevsky. And he takes the applause, and a well-deserved early night off for the Baker. Ollie Pufflet, a like-for-like swap up top. Ali Orgler goes on the left. He's replaced Bray Ovens. It's a new look. Front 3 now with Moody Najjar, Ollie Pufflet and Ali Orgler. All replacing Jordan Gorowski, Alek Yurashevsky, as well as Bray Ovens. As Lynch gets back up quickly, it's still had the ball to feet. Here is Fernandez. Blacktown looking for just something here. Lynch sends it up. Saurus should get this. Punches it away though. Wasn't going to take any chances as Orgler gets rid of it. A few fans ducking for some cover. Just a bit of a sprinkle. Not heavy rain yet. Pufflet. Not enough in that challenge for Kurt Ams as Blacktown build up again. Campbell gets past Pufflet, joins in midfield, has given it away though, and now Moody Najjar has Pufflet ahead of him, and Choi has dragged him back, and Choi acknowledges it and goes into the book. First player to do so tonight. O'Brien, the ball is allowed to bounce. Karamaleski goes up for it. Still with Blacktown. Major, good switch out to Lynch. Again, he gets in a good crossing position. Advantage played by Kurt Ams. Ilinden still have possession. There's a man down in back play though for the hosts. And now play has to be stopped here. Can't quite tell who is down, but they look to be in some discomfort. Could be set for a bit of a stoppage here, so the players will come down for a drinks break. Of course, last week had a very lengthy drinks break here at the Ilinden Sports Centre when Marconi played Sydney FC, 11 a.m. on a Sunday. Meanwhile, Dimo has come on in place of Adam Berry So it's a midfielder off for an attacker. So another substitution could be on the way. Hunter Elliott is the man, and he's had a great game again. He's been a more integral part of this Ilinden side this year, making his 4th start here today. Just 10 starts all of last season, so he's well ahead on schedule there. And he's played a fantastic game, as have all the Ilinden defenders, really. And he'll be replaced by Jason Kukowski, which means the bench is cleared for Rockdale Ilinden. All outfield players are out there. Just Zach Bowling. There's the backup goalkeeper for Blacktown City. He's on the bench, as is the backup goalkeeper for Rockdale Ilinden, Ronan Mulgrew. So all benches cleared after Jason Kukowski has been brought on, as was Dimo during that break for City. Major sends that high into the night sky. O'Brien. Now Fernandez. Orglar wins the header. Linking up with Pufflet. Close control here from Ilinden as Chalakian tries to force his way through the defence. O'Brien makes traffic and wins his side a foul. Dimo. Karamalewski is coming in hot and a great challenge. All ball. Had to time it perfectly. And a substitute with fresh legs there and fresh concentration. Made it look easy. Pachuto sends it back forward as Ollie Pufflet tries to make his presence felt up top. Major looking for Fernandez on the turn. On that far side with Kukowski. Give away the foul. Sends it down towards Maniti. Good touches, but Ali Orglar prevents him from going forward. And again, that's been Rockdale have been so good at here tonight. As Rashudo has Dimo on his back. Thought about using Soros, but has the composure to find Speranza. They get out of trouble as Choi, who's on a card himself, picks up the foul, but it was rather innocuous challenge there. Of course, a reminder that Ilinden still have Chris McStay suspended after picking up a red card a couple of weeks ago against the Mount Druitt Town Rangers, so he still have players to come back into this side as Moody Najar has drifted offside on that far area. continues to fall here in Rockdale. Karamaleski. Well, that's going to be another ball added to the bill to Football New South Wales. It's going to be 5 minutes of time added on. And as the rain falls, the droplets begin to come through the scaff. Maniti links up with O'Brien, and has he won inside a corner? He has. Is there a flash of positivity in this game here for Blacktown City? Looking to avoid going scoreless for the second time this season. Looking to ruin a clean sheet here for Ilinden. Maniti. And Chalakian's actually gone down here. There's a bit of confusion. Kurt Ames is just asking Chalakian whether he wants to remain down. Meantime, the corner comes in. Maniti, good ball into the area. It was right on the 6-yard box. And another ball has been lost to the crowd. Comes a long throw. Lynch flicks it on, intended for Fernandez. Dimo has the fresh legs to latch onto this one. Choi tries to curve it in, palmed away by Saurus. 2 hands to it for safety, and the clean sheet remains intact. That one is sent high and deep, and Saurus is there, punches it away. There'll be a corner down the other end, but there was a foul on Rashudo from Major. Campbell sends it back towards Rashudo. To the sky it goes, and Lynch, bit of aerial ping pong to close out this game. There can't be too long left. At least 3 minutes of the 5 have gone. As Chalakian continues his tenacious work in midfield. That time he loses out as Choi looks to go forward. Major over a couple of defenders. No high boot on that occasion. Chalakian. Major out the other side as O'Brien. First time ball, it'll swerve back for Lynch. Now here is Fernandez. If he can get onto this one, he might have an opportunity. Good save again by Saurus. Another save for the keeper. That clean sheet is only a couple minutes away now for Ilinden. Choi, good ball to feet here. Lynch. Blacktown have to reset. And now the Ilinden fans in full voice, and why not? It's been a great night for their team. 3-0 win at home, just a couple minutes away from securing it. Major. Links up with Maniti, looking for that crossfield switch. Lynch, another good opportunity here. A consolation goal perhaps for Blacktown. Saurus couldn't quite get there. Back out to Major. Lashed at the shot though. Well, let's hope there's not too long left because the water is starting to fall. There's Ilinden. Mere seconds away now, you'd think, from locking in this first clean sheet of the season. Their largest winning margin of 2025 as well. Back-to-back wins for the reigning premiers for the first time in 2025. A rampant display at home gets the job done as they march on to next week. 2 goals to Alek Yurashevsky before another to Blake Ricciuto as they march on. Their second win at this venue for 2025, their second win in as many weeks as well. A great performance by the boys in red and black. For Blacktown City, their unbeaten streak comes to an end, and they'll have to regroup ahead of next week after a tough loss away from home here today. I've been Will Constantinides, an absolute privilege to bring you this game. A reminder that you can still donate to the victims of the Kachani tragedy through the Rockdale Ilinden social media pages. Get on it, support the community. A great effort by everyone out here tonight. Our thoughts go out to the victims and their families. I've been Will Constantinides, signing off from the Ilinden Sports Centre. We'll see you back soon tomorrow for more NPL New South Wales action.
Thank all of our major partners, NPL Transport, Community Reliability, PCFS, Logistics, Warrior Freight Forwarding, Simmer Petrol Partners like Chrysler Services, Marco Polo Foods, Glad Group, Pino's Dolce Vita Fine Foods, sponsors Henry Simmons George, Sydney White Building Supplies, SCO's Property Group, Sydney Civil, Bella Transport, EMC Civil, Superboom Australia, GMP Law, Riverosky Catering Equipment, Cityview Group, Kenny Constructions, Chemist Hub Rockdale, Unbreakable Cuts Bay Street Brighton, Rick's Group, Niji Sushi Bar Restaurants, Zoomwave Constructions, Boardry Australia, Level 33, Vortex Property Group, East to West Plant Services, Gadasho Scaffolding, HD Lures, Broad Air, William Roberts Lawyers, PA Architecture, Tempe Tyres, Chinese Cocktails, Atpool Services, B&B Bricklaying, Direct Inject, Mar Consulting, Food Easy, and Walker Cranes. Also want to thank our crop suppliers, Kimster Smith Buses, ABS Audio Visual, and 2025 Apparel Partner Stano. If anyone wanted to buy official Rockdale merchandise, we have an online shop. Go visit the Stano online shop.